Mulan 1998 presents the concept of beauty according to ancient Chinese customs, which is not only about external appearance but also includes moral qualities such as humility, obedience, and the ability to be a good homemaker. The ideal woman in ancient China often had pale skin, a delicate figure, and graceful demeanor, as reflected in the scene where Mulan is dressed to meet the matchmaker. However, the preferences of ancient Chinese men were not solely based on external beauty, but also on neatness and gentleness, qualities that made a woman a good wife according to traditional customs. However, Mulan represents a woman who is brave, intelligent, and refuses to conform to traditional norms. She does not try to prove herself through being a good wife or homemaker, but instead chooses to demonstrate her worth through her combat abilities and sacrifice for her family. This challenges the ancient Chinese notion of women as mere objects to be protected and reflects a modern perspective that values a woman's abilities more than her appearance or traditional gender roles. The idea of fighting to the death for the beautiful woman found in Chinese history, where men must show bravery to win the heart of a beautiful woman, is reworked in Mulan 1998. Instead of men protecting women, Mulan becomes the one who saves the army and the emperor. At the same time, the animation incorporates American culture, such as the image of a pinup girl, which was often carried by American soldiers to comfort them when missing home or needing encouragement. In this story, the image of the beautiful woman is not limited to one who awaits protection, but includes a woman who can inspire and fight alongside a brave man. Mulan not only tells the story of a courageous woman, but also symbolizes the shift in the concept of women's roles in society, from the obedient, family-bound beauty to a woman who can define her own life. Although ancient Chinese culture placed importance on the appearance and humility of beautiful women, Mulan shows that true beauty may not lie in external appearance, but in the courageous heart and the strength to stand up for herself and others. In Mulan 1998, the use of strategies from The Art of War by Sun Tzu plays a crucial role in defeating the enemy. The first principle applied is assessing the situation and knowing the enemy. Mulan and General Shang understand both the strengths and weaknesses of their foes, allowing them to use the terrain and psychology to create advantageous situations, such as luring the Huns into an avalanche. Avoiding unnecessary battles is another important strategy in the animation. Mulan uses fireworks and weather conditions to defeat the enemy without physical confrontation. This strategy puts the enemy at a disadvantage, preventing them from effectively counterattacking. Another notable strategy is psychological warfare. Mulan misleads the enemy by making them misjudge the situation, such as launching an attack that seems impossible but ultimately succeeds. She also causes confusion and makes it difficult for the enemy to predict her plans, causing them to panic and lose control. Finally, using the terrain to one's advantage and adapting strategies to the changing situation are also key strategies. Mulan utilizes the terrain, such as avalanches and ambush points, to give the Chinese army an edge. Additionally, she is able to adjust her battle plans as the situation changes, which allows her to turn the tide and defeat the enemy, even with a numerical disadvantage. In Mulan 1998, the themes of misogyny, hatred of women, and homophobia, fear of alternative sexualities, are key points in the story, particularly through Mulan's decision to disguise herself as a man to join the army. When her true identity as a woman is eventually revealed, the reactions of the eunuch Fu and General Shang reflect the attitudes of ancient Chinese society, which did not accept women's roles in areas involving combat or violence, considered a violation of the traditional expectation that women's duties are limited to the home and family care. The response of Fu and General Shang upon discovering that Mulan is a woman masquerading as a man highlights the misogyny present in ancient Chinese society. They view Mulan as a threat to the military function because she is a woman who cannot fulfill the role of a man. Their refusal to accept Mulan as a warrior reflects the contempt limitation of women's rights in a society that believes women cannot serve as warriors. Regarding homophobia, even though Mulan is not directly perceived as a person of diverse sexual identity, Her need to disguise herself as a man to join the army reflects societal pressure to adhere to traditional gender roles. Mulan is unable to express herself as a woman in this society, which highlights the acceptance of only the traditional gender roles within the society. Although Mulan is ultimately accepted by the emperor, her need to act according to the standards of the male role, such as forming relationships with men, reflects how society still does not accept sexual diversity and limits the development of true self identity within the confines of traditional gender norms.